My name is Thomas Osley. I'm a former prosecutor with the San Francisco District Attorney's Office. Last week I was given the opportunity to participate in a victim rights panel that was put on by Delta Initiative in Chinatown. And I'm going to summarize some of the information that was given to the public. One of the key takeaways from that meeting was the necessity to report crime. Even if it's not something that you expect to get restitution for or that you think is that important, like a car break-in, everyone that's reported gives the city agencies the ability to direct resources to it. Crimes that aren't reported, when the city agencies determine where to dedicate their resources, if they don't have that information, they can't dedicate the resources. So California has what's called Marsy's Law, and it's a victim bill of rights. The most important thing to know about that is that you have to ask for it. It's when you ask for your Marsy's Law rights, that puts the prosecution on notice that they need to inform you of future court appearances and a host of other rights that you have as a victim of crime, including letting you know where the defendant is, if he's in or out of custody, and give you information about the case. The prosecution's only required to do that if you ask for it. So it's always very important to contact the district attorney's office and say that you want to exercise your Marsy's Law rights. And it's always best to do that in writing, because if the case is reassigned or there's some confusion, it's clear you'll be able to show that you did ask to exercise your Marsy's Law rights. Another question that victims often have is, will they know if the defendant's in custody or out of custody? There's a service that's online called BindLink, and there'll be a link below that will direct you there. If you have the defendant's name, you can enter that in and then be given a text or email alert when that person is in and out of custody. Also, if they have warrants for their arrest. That way you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you don't have to worry about them when they're in custody, and know to be more alert when they're out of custody. You can ask for the things that will give you peace of mind. For example, you can ask for a criminal protective order. You can ask that that be enforced by a GPS device, and then the victim of the perpetrator of the crime will be ordered to stay away from you, and it'll be monitored by GPS to make sure that they actually are staying away from you. That only happens when you're participating in the process. So if you're a victim of crime and it's reported, the police department makes a report. They'll decide if there's probable cause to show that a crime was committed and the suspect is the person who committed that crime, and then they'll present it to the DA's office for charging. If the DA's office decides to charge the case, it'll then proceed to arraignment, where the defendant will be brought before a judge and conditions of bail will be decided. And as a victim of crime, that's your opportunity to ask for the things that you need to protect you, like a criminal protective order, a GPS monitoring device, home detention. You can ask for anything that you think will make you safer. The District Attorney's Office has a victim witness department which helps coordinate services for victims and witnesses. There's a variety of things a victim of crime might have available to them, including counseling, income support, payment for medical bills. The DA's office can also coordinate with independent service providers that are not governmental agencies, but nonprofits or other community organizations that provide support for victims of crime. So if you report the crime and then contact victim services, there's a host of things that you might have eligibility for that you should take advantage of.